I'm going to introduce the concept of Austin and Alexis. They are two characters that feature a lot in some stories coming up. I did write a series of books in middle school, and this is the first time that they appear as characters, and this is a very rough sketch of the first book. It's pretty bad. So, without further ado, Austin and Alexis by Jordan Sommer. Oh, this is a bunch of not many pictures with this one. Okay. Austin Oxley and his father, Jeffrey Oxley, were practicing some sword moves at his home in Darnish City. Ding! Dong! The doorbell rang. Austin walked to the door. "Hello?" he said, confused. "Hello. I am Guntiv, the city's messenger. I come for a Mr. Jeffrey Oxley and a Mr. Austin Oxley," said Guntiv. "Yes, and what do you need us for?" asked Mr. Oxley. "I don't know if you've heard the news, but Princess Alexis Kernhart has been captured. We need you to go and rescue her," said Guntiv. "Okay, we'll get going to her castle," said Austin. "Come on, Dad, let's go." Wait! Austin shouted to Guntiv, who was just about 3 feet out the door. "Hold on, who was Alexis captured by?" Austin asked. "Well, they say she was captured by some twin that just appeared out of nowhere," replied Guntiv. "Oh no, Dad, we have to go," shouted Austin. Hold on. We have to say goodbye to your mother and the little baby in her stomach," said Mr. Oxley. "Goodbye, dear," said Austin's mother. "You boys take care, and maybe when you guys get home, we might have another member in the Oxley family." Miss Oxley said. "I can't wait, honey," said Mr. Oxley. "Bye, Mom," said Austin. They walked out the door. "I sure hope those boys don't get into any trouble," Miss Oxley thought to herself. "I can't believe Alexis got captured," Austin said to his father while they were exiting Darnish City. "So how is it going between you two?" Mr. Oxley asked Austin. "Well, we're still getting married this next weekend, and a lot of people are coming." "Yes, you're my best man," Austin replied. Man, I have got to get ready for my speech," said Mr. Oxley. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. A few hours later, Austin and his father were at the big golden star gate in the entrance of Starbright City. "Welcome to Starbright City. If you look through the gates, you might be able to see Starbright City's clock tower. If you do anything to this clock tower, you will automatically be sent to Starbright Jail. If you are a Starbright, remember, every other day at noon, it's star time. Thank you, and we hope you have a great time in Starbright City. Starbright Mayor." Mr. Oxley read on the sign. "Whoa," Mr. Oxley said. "Ah! Help us! Help us!" a little Starbright was screaming. "What's the matter?" asked Austin. "Haven't you heard? The princess has been captured!" the little Starbright cried. "Of course I have. I'm Austin Oxley, the guy who's going to save her," Austin said. "Wow, you're Austin Oxley," the Starbright cried. "Yes, go tell all the Starbrights that it's going to be all right," replied Austin. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, bing, bing, bing. The clock tower started ringing. "It's star time," a Starbright cried. "Everyone outside and get some stardust." All the Starbrights came outside and were waiting for star time to begin. "What is happening? Why isn't the stardust flying all over the place?" the Starbrights cried. Oh no, I forgot. If Alexis is captured, there is no more star time, Austin said. What is star time? Mr. Oxley asked. Star time is a time when Starbrights come out and play. They do this because Princess Alexis throws out a bunch of stardust and Starbrights get re energized and get a brighter sparkle. If a Starbright misses 2 star times, they lose their shine and they poof. After the poof, they cannot come back, they're gone. So we need to rescue Alexis by Saturday, or all the Starbrights will die and this whole town will be full of dead stardust. The whole town will be dead, Austin told his father. Please help us, cried a Starbright. Do you have any stardust? No, we don't. Why? Mr. Oxley asked. My family missed the last star time and we're very sick. Please help my family. He started to shrivel up and get less shiny. Please help. Please. Poof. He turned into a pile of dead stardust. Punsy! A Starbright ran to the pile of dead stardust. Oh, Punsy! Oh, Puns! Poof! She also turned into a pile of dead stardust. Austin and Mr. Oxley took... Oh, hold on. Austin and Mr. Oxley looked into the hut that the 2 dead Starbrights ran out of. They saw 2 Starbright children crying, and poof! They were gone. Dad, we have to go, said Austin. It started to rain in Starbright City. We haven't seen rain in Starbright City for many, many years. Oh no, rain will hurt us. Starbrights started to cry. Mr. Oxley and Austin were heading to the other Mr. Oxley and Austin were heading to the other entrance to Starbright City to go to the bridge to Alexis's castle. Austin and Mr. Oxley got to the big Starbright bridge that goes right to Alexis's castle. Oh no, the bridge has been destroyed, Austin yelled, and that is the bridge. It is destroyed. Oh, and that's them. Their first appearance. Just looking at the bridge. Listen to this, Austin said. We're sorry for this destruction of the Golden Bridge. If you desperately need to get to Princess Alexis's castle, you still can take the other bridge that is behind her castle. Thank you. I guess we're taking the other bridge, Mr. Oxley said with a little chuckle. Austin and his father got to the bridge. There was a sign, caution. This bridge is very slippery and it's hanging over a big ditch. This bridge is about to snap, so be very careful. Thank you. That is the kind little sign with the Starbrights smiling at them. Austin started walking across the bridge. He looked over the side and he saw a huge rocky cliff. There were very pointy, sharp-edged rocks. His father followed him slowly. The 50-year-old walked plank to plank. Austin, I'm not sure about this, Mr. Oxley yelled. Dad, it's fine, nothing will happen. Crash! The bridge collapsed. Austin, who was at the end of the bridge, just quickly stuck his sword into the rocky edge. His father, on the other hand, was severely injured. His arm crashed into the edgy rocks, and the other hand was hanging loosely to one of the boards from the bridge. Dad, hold on. Try to climb up the boards, Austin yelled to his injured father. I can't. My arm is smashed. Go on without me. You don't need a 50-year-old guy on your tail, Mr. Oxley cried in agony. I can't, Dad. I need you, Austin cried. Son, I'll always be with you. You don't need me. Tell your mother I love her. Now, go save your princess. The wooden plank broke and Mr. Oxley fell into the deep ditch. Dad, no, Austin cried. He's gone. Man, what will my mom say? My father, my teacher, and my friend, gone, Austin thought to himself. Austin climbed the rocky cliff, and then he stood up on the dark green grass for about 5 minutes, thinking about all the times him and his father spent together. He walked to the gates that stood in front of Princess Alexis's castle. "Excuse me, where do you think you're going?" a little Starbright said while halting Austin. "I'm Austin Augsley. I'm here to rescue Princess Alexis," Austin replied. "Oh yes, you may enter, Mr. Oxley," the Starbright said while walking over to the gate and unlocking it. Austin walked through the gates. "Have a good day, Mr. Oxley," the Starbright said. Austin walked to the kingdom that was in front of the enormous castle of Princess Alexis. "Excuse me?" said a woman in a purple cloak. "Yes," Austin replied. "My name is Sarah. I'm wondering how I can get into Princess Alexis's castle," the woman said. "Oh, you just go through the front doors," Austin said. "I can't. The doors are locked. I'm her sister. I haven't seen her for about 10 years. I need to get in there and see if she is all right," Sarah cried. "Okay, go back to where you are staying, hotel or whatever, and wait until Alexis and I come to your hotel and tell you what's happening," Austin said. "Wait, why would Alexis come with you?" "What do you have to do with my sister?" Sarah said with a puzzling look. "I'm actually her fiance," Austin said. "Oh, well, that explains a lot. I'll go back to my hotel, Starbright Grand, and wait for you too." "Goodbye, Mr. Oxley," said Sarah. Austin walked through the beautiful kingdom that surrounded Alexis's great castle. He walked up to the big white doors, each with a golden star painted in the middle. He tried opening them, but they wouldn't budge. "I know what to do. I can use my magic sword to fly up to Alexis's window," Austin said to himself while pulling out his sword. He flew up to her window and opened it. "Alexis!" Austin shouted and ran over to her. "Austin!" Alexis shouted, and they kissed. "Oh, Alexis, I'm so glad you're okay," Austin cried. "But, Austin, I'm not," Alexis said slowly. "What's the matter?" Austin asked her. "My kingdom is in trouble, my Starbrights are in trouble, the 4 major cities that surround my castle are in trouble. Something is happening to me that will destroy everything, so horrible that all the Starbrights and people around us will suffer. We must stop it before the unthinkable happens." Okay. Alexis said, "What's the unthinkable?" "What's the unthinkable?" Austin asked. "Death," Alexis cried. Oh, sorry, this is serious. "Oh, that." Austin held Alexis' hand. Hold on. Austin held Alexis, and they got up and walked downstairs. "Ow," Alexis blurted out while they were walking down the stairs. "Are you all right, Alexis?" Austin asked. "I don't think so." She fell against the stairs and passed out. "Alexis! Alexis!" Austin shouted. Something started bulging out of her stomach. "What the hell is happening? Alexis!" Austin shouted. The thing that came out of Alexis appeared to be a human that looked exactly like Alexis, except she had black hair. "Who are you?" Austin asked the woman standing in front of him. "I am your worst nightmare." "Just kidding. I'm actually little old Alexis's evil twin," said the woman. Austin walked over to Alexis and was about to pick her up when, "Stop! Don't touch her!" Alexis's twin shouted. And that is where this story ends, which I feel like this deserves a continuation because, one, what happened to Alexis other than her evil twin bulged out of her stomach? 2, Austin's dad died like a week before before Alexis and Austin were gonna get married. And something is happening in Starbright City. So, like I said before I read this is the first time that Austin and Alexis appear. I wrote like 4 books about them